Thanks, Rob. So, Joshua, go for it.
Hi, Joseph. Nice to see you again. Happy to see David Nika and yourself doing what you do best. You're a long way from home. I read you're in Morecambe. Joseph, for all the Kiwi fans out there, where is Morecambe?
It's like spelled that way, but it's pronounced Morecambe. Morecambe is an hour north of Manchester. So this is where Tyson Fury lives. He lived there for a while, I think over 10, 13, 14 years or whatever. He's based here, so it's great for us. Well, it's great for me to be here, and it's great to have another fellow Kiwi who's also doing very well and looking very good in camp, putting in the work. It's great to have someone like from New Zealand here training with me. He's a top fighter and he's got a big future ahead, and it's very exciting to see him and myself training here with the best.
Whereabouts are you living now? Like, I can see a guitar in the background. I see a sofa. It looks quite minimal, like quite basic. So, like, whereabouts are you at? Like at an Airbnb?
We're in an apartment here, and it's called the Eden Escape Apartments, just right on the waterfront. It's a nice spot. There's 3 bedrooms. Andy's upstairs, David's right over here. I'm at the back room. So we're all camping here. It's like actual camp. Train, eat, sleep, repeat, camp.
And how different is it training in Morecambe than training in Las Vegas? Does the weather suit you there?
Listen, there's not really a big difference training in this country and that country. Like, for a fighter, all you need is a gym, you need a ring, and you need a punching bag, and you need your coach. So that's boxing wise. It's not a lot different to training in New Zealand and Vegas. The weather's different, and just obviously in a different country, it's different people, a different environment. But other than that, the boxing side of things is pretty much the same. It's just with a better, a bigger team and a better environment, because there's a bigger team and everyone pushing each other and helping each other.
You're in New Zealand. We get about 200 daily community cases. Is that an issue there in Morecambe?
That's a good question. I haven't looked into that. I've been double vaccinated. I know that people can still get it, but I haven't really looked into how many people are getting COVID here. I think there's a lot of people getting it in this country. I'm not sure so about Morecambe. Maybe they should. That's good. Straight after this, I'm going to go do some research.
This is your first rematch in your career. What adjustments do you feel you have to make with Andy Lee, without giving away the game plan?
Andy and I have been working on some good things in camp. Our goal is to go into this fight and look better and win. The most important part is win, but win well. I can say I'm going to be more aggressive and be more dominant and do this and put on the pressure, this and that, but I just want to go out there and fight. That's all I want to do. And I'll just let my actions do the talking for me.
And, how do you find Andy Lee as your new boxing coach? I know he was trained by Emmanuel Stewart. I was a fan of him as a fighter, but how do you view him as a coach?
Oh, listen, I love working with Andy. We have a great relationship in terms of fighter and trainer. And he's, anyone can hold the pads and anyone can train you. Anyone can help you get fit. Anyone can help you get strong. There's a lot of trainers out there that can do that. But I feel the reason why I linked up with him was Tyson, suggested that he was a great teacher in boxing. And I feel that he is a good teacher in boxing, and I've learned a lot and I'm still learning. And even with this next fight, I'm going to be showing a lot that I've learned off him and what we've been working on, but still a lot to learn, and I'm just being a sponge, taking it in slowly.
And it's good to see you there with David and Nikia. Is he training along with Andy Lee as well? Like, has he signed on to Matchroom as well?
David is a free agent at the moment, and David Higgins got him a deal to fight on this card. So he's training with us and he's preparing to fight December 18. I think after that fight, he'll sit down with his management team and David Higgins and match him and see what they're going to do moving forward.
And how's he doing? How's the sparring sessions with David? Like, how's he settling in Morecambe?
Listen, he's a beast. Listen, there's a reason why that he's been 2-time gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games and bronze medalist at the Olympics. He's a beast and he's a great talent. And Tyson can see that. Andy can see that. I can see that. So we're very excited about his future. He's settling well. He's, he doesn't get in anyone's way. He's just here to do the work. And he's very humble, nice guy, and we get on very well. He's like a brother now. You know what I mean?
And speaking about brothers, you have this relationship with Tyson. It's almost like a brotherlyhood. It's like a friendship. He trains you as well a little bit. How's that going? Like, do you ever get a chance to spar with Tyson?
I haven't got the chance to spar him yet. You know, we've done body sparring before, but that's about it. And he treats me like a brother. He's looked after me, you know, with the last camp. He's helped me with this camp. I said before, he's helped me with the connection to get this apartment. You know, he's given me a strength coach, his nutritionist, massage therapist. So he's really looking out for us, you know, and doing his best to see us accomplish good things in boxing. We're not sure what his plans are, but he's just, you know, he's helping myself, he's helping David, and obviously your suggestion to train with Andy. So it's a great team that we're with here.
You know, his brother Tommy Fury will be taking on YouTube sensation Jake Paul. Have you been training alongside with Tommy? How do you see that fight going?
Yeah, we train. Well, like everyone here is training together. We go for runs. We do boxing sessions together. We do like running up the hill together. We do strength work together. So everyone's training. Everyone can see the improvements in all of us each day. Tommy is a beast. I've seen him spar. I've seen a few fights, and he did like now he's a different fight altogether. You know, being trained by his dad, John Fury, being helped by his brother, being involved in a camp like this, he's looking very good.
Do you think he'll win that fight with Jake Paul?
I think he'll win 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Just last question. You know, I can't help but like Dereck Chisora. He's been in the fight game for a long time. He's quite entertaining at the press conference. Do you like him at the end of the day? Like, do you have that respect for him?
I respect him. I respect him and I like him. But there's no time for me to be friends before the fight. Like, I need to take care of business, you know, because my career is on the line here. So, you know, there's a time and place to be respectful and be nice. And I do respect him as a fighter and what he's achieved in boxing, but I'll be his friend after the fight.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Wishing you all the best for your fight. Good luck and God bless.
Thanks, Gladrap. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks for your patience, Tom. Tom's from Sporting Australia, so take it away.
G'day, Joe. How are you, mate? I won't keep you too long. I think we've mostly covered it all.
No, all good times. No worries, bro.
Just going back quickly, when you say Tyson and John tell Tommy out, do you mean kick him out of the gym when he shows weakness?
Like, we train as a group, right? And there's certain trainings that we do as a group. And like, if you show weakness or if you give up or if you even stop, like they look at you and go, yeah, you need to get out of here. Like, we did a thing called a jolt. Like, we ran like 4.6 miles up the hill. It's a hard run, like constant climb up the hill. And like, if you stopped and jumped in the car, you're weak, you know. And then we did the Jolene challenge after the push-up challenge. Where, you know, every time the song says Jolene, you do a push-up. And I was holding the push-up and shaking and holding the plank. But because he goes, I think Tyson and his dad said, if anyone stops, you're not coming back to this hill ever again with us. You know, and like, no one stops, and everyone just, like, you know what I mean? You never want to fail in front of, you know, the Furies, or you never want to fail in front of Andy, you never want to fail in front of the team.
So as well as your sort of boxing skill, I imagine your fitness levels are sort of best they've ever been.
I feel like they're the best they've ever been, and I feel, you know, with the sparring, I'm putting on good pace at the moment. You know, throwing a lot more punches than I did in the past, and it just comes down to the work that we've done so far. The running, you know, the boxing training, the strength work, you know, the hill runs, like everything that we do, everything that we have done is all coming together nicely.
So there's no secret to Tyson Fury's success. Was that kind of an eye-opening moment for you when you first started training with these guys?
There is no secret, and I'm telling you this, he is the fittest person I have ever trained with in my life. We do 15 rounds of FM on Fridays, and then we're all smashed, and he's like, anyone keen to do another 15? You know, I was like, this guy's on another level. So he's pushing us, and he's encouraging us, and, you know, when Andy does the pads and when Andy's watching us on the bag, and that he's always there encouraging. And it's just, we're all trying to get on that next level.
And just quickly, he very politely called you out on the weekend, Dempsey McKean. It maybe not in the immediate future, but is that a fight potentially down the line that you could see yourself taking?
it could be a fight to, you know, in New Zealand and Australia, you know what I mean? But at the moment, you know, when I had a talk with David Higgins, our goal is to fight for the championship of the world. Dempsey McKean isn't in the place for us to fight at the moment. No, we want to fight the guys who are above us in order to fight for the championship of the world. And of course, you know, Dempsey, I saw he had a good fight and a good win. And he's, you know, he's with Matchroom now, so it'll make it a lot easier if we still Matchroom in the future. And there can be a fight to be made, but for now, we're just, you know, myself and David Higgins as other players at the moment.
Fair enough. Sweet, thanks for that, mate. All the best on December 18.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Good
everybody.
to see some familiar faces. Thanks, everyone. Josh, keep up the training. How's your training?
It's going good, man. Just you know, doing my home workout, you know, on Apple Fitness.
Oh, because you're still on lockdown, eh? All of you still on lockdown?
Yeah, still in lockdown.
Is Australia on lockdown?
No, we're back out in Sydney.
You lucky guys. Keep up the good work, guys, and always good to see you. And hopefully see you guys again before the fight week.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All the
mate.
best, Joe.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.